Welcome to Get the Facts, the program that provides you with information on government's policies and initiatives. I'm Theodore Henry. Following the passage of Hurricane Melissa, the National Housing Trust introduced a 6-month mortgage moratorium to provide temporary financial relief to thousands of affected mortgages. Now, with the moratorium officially ending and payments resuming, many Jamaicans are seeking clarity on what comes next, the support still available, and how to successfully manage their mortgage obligations moving forward. So joining us to discuss mortgage management and the resumption of payments following Hurricane Melissa is Dr. Suzanne Winter, General Manager for Loan Management at the National Housing Trust. Dr. Winter, welcome to Get the Facts.
Thank you, Mr. Henry. It's good to be here.
All right, let's jump into getting some of those facts. So that 6-month mortgage moratorium was because of the severe damage Hurricane Melissa brought on a lot of people. Could you share with us how many people benefited from it?
So, Mr. Henry, yes, about 30,000, over 30,000 of our mortgages benefited from that special automatic hurricane relief moratorium.
Nice.
And the period, as you mentioned, for 6 months, from November to April.
Right.
And payments now resume May. But I just want to emphasize what happened during that period.
Yes, please.
So during the 6-month period, the NHT would have deferred almost $4.5 billion, and we would have waived interest charges of almost another $1.2 billion. So we provide a lot of financial support to our mortgagors, and also we offered other support in terms of hurricane relief loans, and you have heard also about our hurricane relief grant.
Right.
And those were comprehensive programs geared at just helping the nation as we respond to a Category 5 hurricane.
Yeah. And know that the mortgage payments have resumed as of May 1, right?
Yes.
As of May 1. Now, what should mortgagors expect during the transitional period? Is it just that, okay, everything goes back to normal?
No. Well, during the transition period, yes, persons are expected to start, most mortgagors, in fact, are expected to start making their mortgage payments. But we're here to provide more information to our mortgagors. So programs like Get the Facts, we're also in the Observer, we're also in the Gleaner, we're also on our social media platforms and various platforms to help our mortgagors to understand that NHT want them to know what to expect next.
Right.
So another expectation is that there'll be some changes in their monthly payments. So we'll be sending communications to them. So they'll be getting individual letters showing, what they were paying before and what they're now being required to pay. We expect that we'll have to remain supportive as we are. And so during that transition period, we will be waiving late fees as for 2 months. Okay. So it's 2 months, May and June, we'll be waiving late fees.
Got it.
And it's just to hold their hands a little longer as they readjust their income and their expenses to resuming the monthly payments. Another thing I'd want for them to understand is that we remain supportive, and so we do have programs that are available to help them in the event they are unable to resume.
So, Dr. Winter, you mentioned that some mortgagors will get letters saying that their payments have been adjusted. Why?
Yes. So the reason is that during the moratorium period, while payments were not billed, they're still required to be paid. Yes, a moratorium is not a write-off. It's just a deferral or a temporary break of you making the payments, but the payment will have to be made at some point. And so the principal payments that were unpaid, the life payments, the peril insurance payments were due that are unpaid will now have to be recovered.
So NHT is going to blend these back into the payment that's expected on a monthly basis?
So we're going to be adding them to the principal and recalculate.
Okay.
The beauty, though, as I said earlier, we didn't charge interest. Interest charges were waived, and because of that, the extent of the increase in the monthly payment would not be high for many of our mortgages.
Right. So some people might be listening and thinking, oh no, but I'm glad you've given us that assurance. And for mortgages who are still struggling with, because their homes are severely affected, they're not yet back to a livable state, is there any support available?
Yes, so the NHT remains supportive. We do have various programs in place to help our mortgages. You'd have heard also that the Prime Minister would have announced an extension to the special moratorium facility.
Right.
And where we are aware of those cases, for example, in our schemes, like the Brompton in St. Elizabeth and Noonan Acres in St. James, there's an automatic extension that would have been granted to those mortgages. For other mortgagers whose properties remain badly affected or uninhabitable due to Hurricane Melissa, they will have to apply.
Okay.
But the good thing, I just want to add that the application form is very simple.
And online.
And it is online, yes.
All right, got it. So we're going to go to our break now, but please stay with us. We will be right back.
This Labor Day, plan something that will last for generations. From May 18 through to the 29, the Forestry Department will be having a Labor Day seedling distribution. Individual members of the public can collect up to 5 seedlings for free, including 1 fruit tree, from the Forestry Department nursery while stocks last. Collect yours at the agency's head office in St. Andrew or its locations at Williamsfield in Manchester and Monique St. Anne. Distributions will take place Mondays to Fridays from 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. There will be no distribution Monday, May 25. For more information, visit the Forestry Department at forestry.gov.jm, call 876-618-3205, WhatsApp 876-995-8521, or email the department at fdinfo@forestry.gov.jm.
Welcome back to Get the Facts. We are looking at the end of the Hurricane Melissa mortgage moratorium, what mortgagors should expect as payments resume, and the support options available for persons still experiencing challenges. Still with us is Dr. Suzanne Winter, General Manager for Loan Management at the National Housing Trust. Dr. Winter, before the break, we were discussing that there is an extension facility available for those who really need it, and you were giving us some information about that. You can go ahead with what we need to know.
So just to remind our mortgagors that there is in fact an extension facility for moratorium for persons whose properties remain badly affected or uninhabitable due to Hurricane Melissa.
Right.
And for those customers who are in the schemes of Brompton, St. Elizabeth and Noonan Acres in St. James, they don't need to apply. In fact, we have already extended their loans, their mortgage moratorium by 3 months.
Okay.
For others, we don't know of their circumstances, so they would need to apply. And it's a simple application form, and we want them to apply early. Say Henry early. In fact, before June 30th.
That's the deadline.
That is the deadline, yes.
And it's a deadline.
It is a deadline.
Okay.
And it's important that they do so early too, because we want to keep their account in good standing. So the earlier they tell us, the quicker we can do the adjustments to their account.
Understood. And the what makes them eligible for this extension is severe damage and their inability to inhabit the structure.
Yes,
that's it?
Right. That's
is there any other criteria?
No.
Just that. Okay.
But just to add though, if they're still in need of help, so their property, say they're able to live in the property but they remain unemployed or they have reduced income.
Yes.
We do have other programs in place, other special assistance programs in place, and they will have to just apply and let us know. And their case will be handled on an individual basis.
So Dr. Winter, you're saying come on and talk to the NHT.
Yes. Again, let me emphasize, we remain supportive and we want to provide guidance to our mortgagors because we do understand that there's still some amount of pain that they're experiencing, and to the extent that we can assist, especially with the financial aspect, we remain available to do so.
Got it. Now, what practical advice, because you mentioned just now that you want the accounts to remain in good financial standing.
Yes,
This benefits the mortgagers. So what practical advice would you give mortgagers who are watching to help them stay on track?
Well, the first thing I'd want to say is do not hide from us. Please stay connected to us.
Right.
Yes, if you cannot pay, please let us know and let us know early. Earlier I mentioned that we'll be sending out letters to them regarding their new monthly payments. Even before getting those letters, they can reach out to us to know what their new monthly payment is, because payments would have resumed from May 1. Right. So they can register for NHT Online. In fact, NHT Online is the best place to go to get their new information. And they can call the NHT, they can visit our branch. But if for any reason they're unable to confirm the new monthly payment, continue to pay what you were paying before.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
After a conversation with the NHT?
Yes. So if you're unable to reach the NHT for whatever reason, and you don't, so you're unable to get that information, although I doubt that will be the case, but continue to make the payments. Another thing, for those persons who were paid by a salary reduction, while we would have them inform their employer, some employers may be delayed in implementing. So please, if you have not seen the deduction, if our mortgagers have not seen the deductions from their salary in May, they will need to just continue to make their payments, and they'll make their payments over the counter through the various payment channels that we have.
Right, right.
Importantly, too, there are some mortgagers who were in arrears prior to the moratorium. Please reach out to us so we can establish an arrangement to get you back on track.
So, Dr. Winter, you mentioned in the first segment that there were some special loans, hurricane-related loans and grants. As we move to our close, could you just give us a sense of if that continues or there will be a continuation of that?
Yes, so our special hurricane relief loan has continued. In fact, it extends to March 31st, 2027.
Nice.
And the loan the conditions for the loan have changed, and you'll hear more about that in other programs. But importantly, our mortgagers can use the loan now to improve the property, to make it more resilient. So they can use the loan for hurricane to purchase, for example, or to install hurricane shutters. They can use the loan to build a safe room. And the loan is at a very low interest rate of only 2%.
Only 2%.
Only
all right.
2%, yes.
All right, all right. Thank you so much for that. So if I'll pull this all together,
yes.
I like your advice that you gave the mortgagers. Don't hide from you.
Yes, do not, yes.
Come and speak to the NHT.
Yes.
And also you stressed how very important it is for mortgagers to make that application for the extension if they need it before June 30, 2026. This has been Get the Facts. So our guest was Dr. Suzanne Winter, General Manager for Loan Management at the National Housing Trust. Thank you for watching. And until next time, I'm Theodore Henry. Take care.